Hi guys, Chris here at Purely Outdoors, and today we're filming a brand new awning from Isabella. This is the Ventura Air Nova, and it's part of the new Ventura collection from Isabella, which is sort of a sub-brand that sits underneath their Isabella awnings. But what they've really done with this new Ventura sort of sub-brand is really rejuvenate it, bring it into that 21st century. They've now brought together a collection of fully inflatable awnings under that Ventura umbrella. So this is the first one that we're going to focus on today. This one's called the Air Nova, and it's the only full awning in that Ventura collection. We're going to run through the full exterior and interior features, guys, as we get into it. But first we'll talk about sizing. So for this Air Nova, comes in 6 sizes. So that's Isabella's sizing from G18 all the way through to G20. So they're really looking at what they feel are the most popular awnings for touring, to fit those caravans that they believe that the awnings will be going on to. So you've got a small amount of sizes that might be expanded upon in future seasons, but yeah, get in touch with us if you've got any queries on what size banding you get into. In terms of the actual depth on the awning, so it's 2.5 meters deep, so standard pitch size. So you know, pitches across the UK and Europe, you're not going to have any problems with pitching. And as we said before, this awning is focused on touring. So what they've really done with the fabric is made sure that it's lightweight enough for you to pack it down, pitch it very easily for a week or 2 at a time. And because it's going to be stowed in the caravan for touring, they want to make sure that that pack size is reduced. So instead of the usual acrylic fabric that we see on the Isabella awnings, they've actually gone to a polyester. So the downside of that is not going to be breathable that we get from the acrylic, but what they have done is they've used a fiber dyed polyester. So that means that we're going to get the colour fastness that we get from the acrylic, so it's going to retain that colour, look a lot fresher for a lot longer, but they're going to save the weight from, instead of using acrylic, to that polyester. So it'll come in 2 bags as well, so they're going to split the weight that way, so all of the panels can be zipped out. They'll be stowed in a smaller bag, and then the main frame will go in the larger bag. So it's really to sort of cater for that touring caravanner, as we've said. So we talked on the polyester fabric. Now let's talk about the frame that it actually sits on. So we're so used to that Isabella awning being framed, whether that's steel or carbon, but now we see a fully inflatable airframe system. So single point inflated, so from this center beam here, and then you've got deflation taps on either end, so that's going to let the air out when you come to pack it away. But the beauty is it comes with the electric pump. You can literally just insert that straight in, set it to 9 PSI, and then up it goes. So really nice and easy. Definitely for those sort of novice caravanners that maybe haven't pitched awnings before, it's really focused at that sort of market. What we do see, and as we take a look inside this Air Nova, you'll notice that there's no isolation taps on the awning. So it's one huge air beam. Isabella believe that makes it just a little bit easier to set up. So you will notice that when we're on the inside. But as you can see, it looks really nice. The fabric sits really well on it. Now we're just going to run through some other sort of smaller exterior features that I think really give this a really nice aesthetic and pleasing appearance. So first thing would be, for me, the canopy. So it's that very classic styling that we expect from Isabella, where you've got the pitch roof at the front, but the air beams continue out into this external canopy, and that just gives you that really nice rain gutter, and just gives you that little classy look on the outside. In terms of how we can customize it further as well, so we'll see a little bit clearer when we're on the inside, but if you feel like you need more space, you can actually zip out the 2 side panels, and then you can add an annex on either end. So great if you've got guests coming to stay with you, you can have the separate sleeping zones there. In terms of ventilation, so we see a lot of ventilation on this Nova model. So you've got a huge vent at the front here that can be zipped up. If the weather turns and the rain's coming in, you can zip up that mosquito net. But great ventilation there at the front. You've also got mosquito nets on the 2 sides as well. So that's just going to really help with that ventilation, with it being a polyester awning. Comes with a veranda pole included as well, so you might notice that here. Great benefit of that is you can zip the panel down to half height, and it again just lets that air flow in. But we'll get into that as we get on the interior. Comes with the storm straps included as well, guys, as the aforementioned electric pump, so everything you need to get set up. But for me, it just looks a really classy awning from the front. What we'll do now, guys, is we'll take a look on the interior and talk through the main features there. Okay guys, so on the interior now of the Air Nova, first thing for me that you really get a sense of inside is the feel of height to the front of the awning. So I think having this classic styling with the pitch roof means you can really use every inch of space in this awning. So really nice high front to it there. Really nice sort of head height as well, so you've got this lovely printed fabric on the roof, on this polyester roof. Flip side of that is a really smooth finish as well, so I forgot to mention that on the exterior. Makes it great for keeping that roof fabric really nice and clean, very wipe friendly. So that's your sort of roof material there, guys. As you can see, it really shows off that 2.5 meter depth, so really nice space in here. As we said, we can make it even bigger with the addition of annexes if we need to. But now let's talk about how we'll actually fit this to our van. So obviously the great benefit of a full awning, you're really maximizing the length of your Caravan. So it's going to seal the whole way around your 6mm rail, so you're going to get a direct straight fit straight to the van. So where you might have a porch awning where you have to seal that with the use of upright poles or limpets, that's taken away with a full awning, so you're not going to get any draft coming in. Also comes with the draft skirt and a standard wheel arch cover included as well, so you know that straight out of the box you're going to have an awning that almost feels that home away from home straight away. So that's the sort of how we'd fit that to the van. In terms of some other key features that I really like on the inside, I really like how they've colour matched sort of the air beams to this main fabric as well. So I think that from a sort of aesthetics perspective looks really smart. The curtains, as we can see, are on a slider. They can be removed as well. Nice print on those. And as we mentioned before, if you do want it to turn from an awning into a sun canopy, because all the panels can be zipped out, you can go from an awning to a sun canopy very quickly. And that looks really smart. We've unzipped everything out, and it does give that airiness straight away. In terms of another feature, so it comes with a standard veranda pole included, so you can purchase a further one if needed, but they just slot into the little lugging points there, and that then gives you the ability to zip down the panel here as we'll do so, and take this down to half height, and it just gives you that lovely veranda and just let a little bit more airflow in. So really nice aesthetic awning on the inside. Just picture yourself with a table and chair set up. It's really going to do the job there from a full awning perspective. So what we'll do now, guys, we'll sum up this awning in total, maybe compare some of the models that are out there from other brands that it'll be going up against, and talk through why this awning might be suited to you. Okay guys, so the Ventura Air Nova, the first of its kind, the first fully inflatable touring awning from Isabella, and what a cracker it is. So it's got that classic styling, that great use of different fabrics. To me, it's going to last the test of time, but give you all of that portability and lightweightness that you'd want from a touring awning. So there'll be loads more details on our website on this, guys, so we'll link it below, so you can check out the full product spec and details. This one is landing in February 2026, will be available throughout the season. As we said before, if you've got any questions with sizing, get in touch with us. But really for me, if you're looking at a fully inflatable touring awning, it's really between the Ventura Air Nova, I would say, then other brands you'd be looking at the Telta Lounge or the Dometic Residence Tour. So they're probably its direct comparatives. If you're looking for a little bit more space, then the Residence does come out to that 2.75 meters depth. So that's going to be a little bit larger. But the Telta Lounge, again, shares that 2.5 meter depth. Comes in a little bit more sizes. So if you've got a smaller van or a slightly larger van, you might be better looking at that lounge model. But for me, this ticks a lot of boxes. Ease of setup, looks really sharp on the campsite, it's bound to turn heads. But if you've got any questions at all, or if there's any other awning models you'd like us to do a review on, drop them in the comments below. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.